folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with part 2 today of Marty Robbins, and purely by coincidence, two different people, Montauk Ed and this one here, Guy Loomis, made a gift to the channel for me to do their respective songs. Montauk Ed's was The Battle of the Alamo, and this one here is My Own Native Land. And Guy Loomis made a gift for me to do this one. So Guy, thank you for this gift and the request. And I don't know the song. I'm curious to see where this goes because Marty frequently did he did history lessons in some of his songs, as the prior one that I had done for Montauk Ed shows. And it was about the Alamo. But this one, I'm not quite sure. I mean, Marty was known for his gunfighter ballads, just these fictitious stories. But in other cases, he was like doing the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald type songs, which is Gordon Lightfoot. But these are historically accurate songs. So let's see what My Own Native Land is about. And Guy, I think you told me and the channel this before. I think I asked you this on another one, but where are you? For some reason, I don't know, with a name like Guy or Guy, like it's in French, it's pronounced Guy. You could be in Canada, you could be in France, could be in the UK, having moved from France. I'm not sure, but it also could just be Guy Loomis. Anyhow, thank you for the gift, and let's see what Marty's got. You could be in Louisiana too, that's very French.
In this troubled world today, we're asked to lend a hand, which I will, but first with me comes my own native land. Gladly will I help this world and give all that I can. It isn't selfishness, but first comes my own native land.
Ooh, I like that. It's the natural order.
Is it right that we should give and give until it hurts to a foreign land that treats us just like so much dirt? Those who lead us have forgotten love is in the soul. Love cannot be purchased with a promise of more gold. Giving brings a lot of joy, and this I do believe. But aren't the ones who give so much entitled to receive?
Yes.
Why do we keep on giving? Is it right that we should please?
I gotta say, well, there's so much to be said about this, but there's a line in the Don Henley song that says, "You get the love that you allow." And I can be guilty of this because I give a lot. I can relate to this in many ways, but I had to allow myself to receive. I had to allow others to give to me. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't good at it. I'm still not good at it. I don't ask for help almost ever. And I certainly don't ask for, something that I couldn't repay in some way in the course of my lifetime. And maybe I'm, subconsciously, obviously a product of my upbringing where my sisters and I were trained not to ask for help. Just don't. Just do it on your own. So I understand this very much, but I had to allow others to pay for dinner when I went out if they wanted to or what have you. It was very difficult. So I just wanted to put that in there, that people who give also got to allow people to receive, to give to them.
The very ones who'd like to see our country on her knees.
Yeah, well, nationally,
if we must give, then we should use a different policy and give to only those who treat us fair and honestly. We give to those who quickly take it, posing as a friend, then just as quickly turn and bite the hand that's feeding them.
What's he referring to here?
I'll
Japan.
be accused, but I don't feel I'm acting selfishly. 'Cause I believe the country that remains strong will stay free. To give is great, but are we giving more than we can stand? I question this, 'cause first with me comes my own native land. I question this, 'cause first with me comes my own native land.
I get that, man. Imagine if that would be shouted down if this song was played on national radio now by some folks who hate America, who live here, who just despise America, and they live here. Some of them are in Congress, and I don't get it. I get political differences, even Merle sang about that. I don't mind you switching sides and standing up for things you believe in. But when you're running down my country, man, you're walking on the fight inside of me. And yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, don't destroy what you got. And work to make things better, but don't destroy or hate people with different ideas or opinions. But I wonder if this wasn't, the Reconstruction in Europe. I wonder if this wasn't about Germany. I'm not sure, because World War I and World War II was an issue with the Germans, to put it mildly. So I don't know when Marty wrote this, who he was referring to, but I do get it. It's, he wasn't arguing he didn't speak of isolationism in this one. He's like, yeah, we could give, but we also have to make sure that we are strong, that we are strong enough to remain free and to work out our internal issues, whatever they are. Because anytime you've got two people, as in the case of a marriage, living together, you're going to have issues. But when you have, in the case currently, 350 million people living in a country, of course you're going to have differences of opinion. You should. There has to be a dynamic tension in there to sort of keep things in line. But I think the advent of social media certainly has given people this idea that they need more entrenched and more emotional opinions to be given, and therefore somehow they are right. And folks have gotten addicted to their own adrenaline. And that adrenaline is stoked, is fed by political ideologies. And I said this in a prior video, that the battlefield of life is in the mind. It's not in your larynx and your voice box and how loud you can get, and therefore you're right. I forget what might have been Edgar Allan Poe, could have been Twain, or somebody of that ilk, who had said, the rightness of someone's opinions is generally inversely related to their veracity. Something to that effect. That the louder you are, the less likely your opinions are to be right. You're just trying to make your point with sheer volume. But I really liked the way Marty sang this. I love what he said. I was hanging on his every next word. And it's one of those songs that was, I don't know, it was really a lesson in, think about this. He wasn't yelling his lyrics. He wasn't decrying the other side. He was saying, look, if you're going to be in good shape, you got to look out for yourself. And you know how when you go on an airplane and they give you the stewardess or steward come up and the flight attendant say, if we suddenly lose cabin pressure, masks will drop out. And if you're responsible for somebody, make sure to put the mask on yourself first, then on the child or whomever you're traveling with that you are the guardian of or the parent of. And the first time I heard that, I thought, no, that's selfish. You got to put it on them. But no, if you're debilitated, how are you going to help them? So in logical, practical terms, you, as they say, look out for number one. Don't only look out for number one. Of course, you want to be giving, you want to be thoughtful, you want to be looking outward to see where you can help folks. But you do need to make sure that your own constitution, what you are constituted of, in this case, in Marty's case, as a nation, got to make sure you're making good decisions so that you can survive. So, goodness, do I rate this one, Guy? Yeah, I do. There's no reason not to on this one. I gotta go with the number that first popped into my mind. And on content alone, it was a 9.5. It's just one of these songs that's a different type of song. It's almost a teaching type of song. It's a principled song, and it was delivered with an appropriate style that actually people might be able to receive. So there you go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was quite a different song. Guy or Guy, thank you very much for this request again. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.